Hello and welcome to BOI Weekly. Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo virtually commissions the world's largest yam storage facility located at Zaki Biam International Market in Benue State. The project comes under the Shared Facilities Initiative, one of the special intervention programs of the MSME clinics, driven by the Office of the Vice President and targets specifically at micro, small and medium enterprises all over the country. The 200,000 capacity yam storage facility is believed to be the largest single yam storage facility in sub-Saharan Africa. The commissioning was conducted largely via video conferencing, and representatives of the major stakeholders, especially at the national level, like the Bank of Industry, participated in the event also virtually. It's a new day for yam lovers and everyone in the product value chain. I'm Kayode Alayande. Welcome to the program.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Benue State, North Central Nigeria, according to the 2006 National Census, has a population of over 4 million people. It is inhabited predominantly by the Tiv, Idoma, and Igede peoples, who speak Tiv, Idoma, and Igede languages respectively. A rich agricultural region, Benue is known to grow cash crops like oranges, mangoes, sweet potatoes, cassava, soybean, guinea corn, flax, sesame, rice, groundnuts, palm tree, and yam in commercial quantity. Nigeria is believed to be the largest producer of yam in the world, and with its yam market in Zaki Biam, Benue State is undoubtedly the clearinghouse for yams, being the largest producer of the crop in the nation, accounting for the sale of 70% of yams cultivated in the country. The state, rightfully so, prides itself as the food basket of the nation. According to the government, 200 trucks load about 2 million tubers of yam weekly from the Zaki Biam market, and from here, consignments are transported to different parts of the country as well as for export. The yam enterprise serves as major source of revenue for farmers, traders, as well as local and state government authorities. However, the poor condition of facilities at the market and the deplorable state of infrastructure in and around the area had hugely impacted productive output from there. Eventually, this got the attention of the federal government. As part of the ongoing shared facilities under the National Economic Council, headed by the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, approved that the upgrade of the Zaki Biam Yam Market be implemented under the Shared Facilities Initiative. The Shared Facilities Initiative is designed to stimulate the productivity of micro, small and medium enterprises through the improvement of cluster services and provision of common facilities across the country. For Benue State, the first place to look was the Zaki Biam International Market. It was in a dire need of adequate storage facilities and common cluster infrastructure. The market, considered as having one of the largest single storage facilities in the world, had been relocated to this 4-hectare site since 1983. But over the years, and due to successive poor funding and maintenance, the market had suffered lack of basic amenities like paved linking road network, potable water, toilet and storage facilities, electricity, and decent stalls, cutting back on the market's economic potential. Nigeria was experiencing about 40% of post-harvest losses of yams produced in the country due to poor and inadequate storage and processing facilities. Today, the story is different with the newly built yam market and secondary facilities, which include 2 units of warehouses and a combined capacity to store 200,000 tubers of yam. For the ongoing phases of the project, the federal government is reconstructing 660 units of stores and sheds, a police station, an administrative building, 8 units of public toilets, solar-powered boreholes with overhead tanks, internal roads and drainage, and solar-powered street lights, just to name a few.
I used to buy and sell. I'll take it to Port Harcourt or Lagos. And I thank God for our government, because when we want to load, when we buy loads here, we want to load. Sometimes where to park our vehicles is very hard, because we park it, we feel sink inside or fall. We load inside the market, we will not leave the market, the yam will fall. And we then do those job for us. When we buy our yam, we feel keep inside, and our shade is normal now. So we thank God for government.
Mu daga Yobe State muna zuwa muna samun kasuwan nan caɓi yayi yawa, in mun yi lodi mota iya faduwa da sauransu. Amma yanzu gwamnati federal government ta zo ta yi titi da rumfuna wanda yake kayan mu ba zai iya samun rana ba, kuma ga hanyoyi mun samu. Don haka mun gode wa Allah, Allah ya sa gwamnati ta kawo mana abin da ya faka.
Ayé àtijọ́ ọjà wa ò rí bí eléyìí, tí mọ́tò tó bá ń lọ a máa ṣubú nítorí pé ọ̀nà ò dá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run lọ́jọ́ èní yìí bí wọ́n ṣe ṣe ọjà, bí ìjọba ṣe ṣe ọjà wa, ó tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn, inú mi dẹ̀ ń dùn ní gbogbo ìgbà.
Now with a well-paved road network, potable water and rebuilt stores, farmers and yam traders from all over the country who come to the Zaki Biam International Market can heave a sigh of relief, as they can now do business with much ease.
Micro, small and medium scale.
The day has finally come to inaugurate the new international yam market, Zaki Biam. The project, a shared facility, is one of the interventions of the federal government through the MSME clinics. But this is a unique commissioning. The Benue State Governor, Samuel Otom, and all the major local stakeholders at the state level are at the venue of the ceremony. However, because of the restriction of flights and interstate travels owing to the coronavirus pandemic, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, who's commissioning the project, is not here physically. So it's technology to the rescue. The MSME Clinics project manager from the Office of the Vice President, Tel Ikia, is on the ground in Benue State to ensure everything goes well. He recognizes the other key stakeholders and partner agencies who are joining the live inauguration remotely. These include the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Director General Corporate Affairs Commission, Managing Director, Nigerian Export-Import Bank, Managing Director, Development Bank of Nigeria, the MD, Bank of Agriculture, as well as the MD CEO of the Bank of Industry. Others are the Director General, SMEDAN, Director General, Standards Organization of Nigeria, and the NAFDAC boss, just to name a few. Since all these partner agencies are being coordinated through the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, the Minister of State, Aisha Abubakar, also joined by video conferencing.
Let me congratulate MSMEs across the country and urge the ones in Benue State to take advantage of the facility to improve their businesses and farming productivity, while also working on the market leadership to make access to the facility easy and affordable, and to ensure viability and sustainability of the project. To conclude, let me thank Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, sir, for consistently providing us with pragmatic and purposeful leadership as we try to establish a system that seamlessly allows our MSMEs to flourish and excel. I should also thank His Excellency, the Governor of Benue State, for his invaluable support to this project, and I'm confident that he will ensure that the state guarantees the sustainability of the facility. Finally, let me also commend the relentless efforts of the MSME clinic team and the different partner agencies for their support and commitment.
In his speech, Governor Samuel Otom noted that the strategically situated facility will serve as a hub for Benue, Nasarawa and Taraba states.
The location of the project in Zakidam, the traditional yam producing area of Benue State, is therefore strategic as the facility will serve as hub for Benue, Nasarawa and Taraba states. Finally, concerning the shared facility scheme for the MSMEs under the National MSME Clinics program of the federal government, you gave this approval in 2019 for the scheme to be implemented in Benue State. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this has been put on hold and will be implemented in the state as soon as the pandemic is over. Once again, we appreciate the federal government for this gesture and will ensure that the facility is fully protected and utilized to achieve the purpose for which it is intended.
He also adds that, more importantly, the project will boost food security, help in preventing post-harvest losses, and directly impact millions of poor households across the country.
The facility which is being inaugurated today has direct impact on millions of poor households and will go a long way in supporting livelihoods, preventing post-harvest losses, and ensuring food security in the state and beyond.
But the concept that has now culminated in the commissioning of the world's largest yam storage facility didn't begin recently. It was a well-thought-out plan which enjoyed years of dedicated and painstaking execution.
Perhaps I should quickly explain the role of the federal government in this and similar projects. In 2016, Mr. President asked me to chair an initiative called the MSME Clinic. The idea was to provide a meeting point in every state between the regulatory or approving authorities, such as NAFDAC, SON, the Corporate Affairs Commission, and the FIRS, and small and medium-scale businesses in every state. So at such an event, the MSMEs bring their problems and challenges to the regulatory authorities, and the authorities can then offer on-the-spot services and advice to the MSMEs. This includes advice even on how to access credit, especially through the Bank of Industry. One of the initiatives of the clinics was the idea of building shared facilities for the benefit of small businesses, for small and medium-scale businesses, operating within defined clusters. This is because most individual businesses can, on their own, afford equipment necessary for their business. So, for example, for a cluster of tailors or shoemakers, government will provide industrial equipment in a facility to be shared by all the tailors or shoemakers within those clusters. This is the same principle here. A yam storage facility to be shared by yam farmers and sellers in this. We now have functioning shared facilities in Oyo State and in Bauchi State. We intend to extend this to all states of operation where there are commercial clusters that require these types of facilities. The shared facility is also an opportunity to improve the working and trading environment for small and medium-sized businesses.
Before going ahead to virtually commission the facility, the Vice President appreciated partners that made the project possible, including the Bank of Industry and other relevant agencies.
I also commend and congratulate our MSME clinic partners and everyone that has worked to make this possible. And they've shown great dedication and commitment to these clinics and this project in particular. I'd also like to commend the Governor of Benue State, His Excellency Dr. Samuel, for his leadership and the solid support that he has given to this project, and also to congratulate him on this commissioning of this project. This is a game-changing project. One after the other, the federal government is fulfilling its obligations and its promises to Benue State.
As His Excellency steps out, he will, on behalf of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, commission.
After the Vice President's speech, Governor Otom proceeded to the silos and stores to inspect and commission them on behalf of the Vice President.
We are so delighted that the federal government has provided this facility. One of the major gains we shall have, the prices of my people's goods will go up with this facility. That in turn ensure that our youths who have looked at farming as something of not importance will go back to the farm to make more money. So we are so grateful to the federal government. With the intervention of the state government, we are so grateful that it will put our youths back to the farm.
The International Yarn Market is just one out of the many shared facilities being executed by the federal government through the Bank of Industry and other relevant government agencies. Other projects in the pipeline include the Leather Shared Facility in Anambra, Fashion Shared Facility in Lagos, and the Furniture Shared Facility in Kubo, Federal Capital Territory. During a press briefing recently, the Special Assistant to the President on MSMEs, Mr. Tola Johnson, shared some of the federal government's plans for MSMEs this year.
We looked at a creative way to give SMEs, to afford them some of those facilities that they cannot afford, basically as a government. And that's where this shared facility came up for Benue. Benue had said they had a very massive market, the Zaki Biam Yam market. From Benue, we will be moving very quickly to Anambra to launch a shared facility for leather works. We are 70% into that and almost ready. From there, we should proceed to Lagos to launch a fashion one in Lagos. We are about another 70% into that as well. We have been having discussions with Kaduna and FCT. Kubo will be launching a carpentry or a furniture shared facility for them in Kubo, and we'll also be launching one in Kaduna as well, basically. So for this year, those are the different states that are marked for this year. Whilst the beginning of next year we start with Bauchi and a few other states.
The Bank of Industry is always looking out for and leveraging partnerships that will engender the growth and prosperity of local businesses. We have seen that with the partnership with the federal and Benue State governments, as well as other agencies of government, to create an enabling business environment for industries and small businesses in the country. For more on the role of BOI and how you can benefit from their intervention funds and programs, feel free to visit their website at boi.ng or any of their branches closest to you. But remember, with the Bank of Industry, you can apply for loans online. Simply download the BOI SME Loan app from the Google Play Store and follow the instructions. You can also tweet at me at KAY to get further details. Previous editions of the program are all available on youtube.com. All you've got to do is type BOI Weekly in the search area, and there you go. That will be our show for today. Many thanks for watching. I'm Kayode Alayande. Bye now.